Louis Gohmert represents Texas, a border state, of course. It's at the very center of this crisis, and he joins us live. Sir, thanks for coming on.
Sure.
What is the hesitation from Congress to immerse themselves in this problem?
Well, the only hesitation is from the Democrats, and unfortunately they have the majority, but they believe it's entirely a political hesitation. They believe that if they can keep the president from protecting the country on the border, they can blame him for what they themselves are doing, and that should help them win the presidency. But I think America is not fooled. They understand that this Category 5 hurricane that's just one after another caravan of people invading, it's the Democrats that have got to do something. They've got to let us help the president protect our border. It is outrageous. I'm getting pictures and information from Border Patrol every day this week, and it just seems to get worse every day. We've got to do something.
Let me jump in real quick, because you say it's purely Democrats, but I imagine there are Republicans out there that are hesitant about shutting down this border and about stopping illegal immigration because they have constituents that their businesses benefit from having cheap labor.
Yeah, well, there are a few, but overwhelmingly, as you look at the polls among Republicans, if people want to keep their seats, they understand they have got to address this problem on the border. But again, the pollsters are telling the Democrats it increases our chances of defeating the president if you can keep him from defending the country on our southern border. So it's entirely political calculation.
Just about 15 minutes ago, we had a live report from Griff Jenkins down at our southern border, and he talked about the fact that in 10 days there were 1,000+ apprehensions each day. He said that they just don't have enough people to process everybody, because then you're taking people away from the actual border itself. So what can we do now to help this situation?
Well, we need more people down there. I think the president's going to have to send more military to assist. But you've actually got border patrolmen that are pushing baby carriages instead of protecting our border. And every one of the border patrol know that when they're in processing or trying to in process the hordes of people coming across, that's when the drug cartels send their biggest shipments of drugs, weapons, people that we would not allow into this country, MS-13ers. They bring them in while our folks are being occupied. So it's just outrageous. And every gangster coming across means somebody is going to be raped in this country, somebody's going to be robbed, and we need those people back on the border. It is just incalculable, the damage that the Democrats are doing by not helping our president.
Yeah, and Griff highlighted, actually, there were some arrests made, 3 gang members, and then you had 2 sex offenders in just about 4 days.
Now,
those are the people that you caught. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people, so that's a small percentage of the people, but it still does highlight another issue.
That's right. Well, and that is the criminals coming across. And we know that the drug cartels control every single inch of the border, and the president's doing all he can. And the threat to close the border should be taken as very real, because we've got to do something to stop these folks. And I think a very critical thing would be to say use non-lethal methods to prevent people from setting one foot in our country, because once they get a foot here, it's a matter of in processing them. And I think the president would be well justified to just say no more asylum until we get this under the control. The Dems think it's a great political issue for them, but Americans see the danger they're putting this country in.
Congressman, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
No, thank you very much. Thanks.
Just about 20 minutes after the hour, taking the stairs now.